Hello, my name is Candiga. I'm a student of Aga Khan University. I'll be presenting for you a mini lecture. Today we are going to learn about one main thing. This is letter writing. When we're talking about letter writing, we have got some subsets of letter writing. The main subset that we are going to look at today is a formal letter. Letter writing is our topic. We have official letter as our area of focus. I have an objective, the objectives of this lesson. I expect that at the end of this letter, as students, you will be able to define what a letter is, mention the various types of letter writing, point out the various types of official letters, and also write a formal letter according to the rules as we will be in position of C. Now, here I take you to a matter of the introduction of letter writing. A letter is a message that is written down. Sometimes it is printed or handwritten. This is the definition of a letter writing according to the Oxford Dictionary. However, you can also define letter writing as a written message that is sent by one person and it is sent to another person. In other words, other people also call it as a conversation by post. We have got various types of letter writings. Today let's have a look at this. One, we have got formal letters. These formal letters have got rules, and these rules are used in writing. The regulation of the organization is followed, and the message here in an official letter is formal. On the other side, we have got informal letter writing. And informal letter writing has no formal rules that are supposed to be used like that one of the official letter. Information is passed, that is passed is personal, and it is for relationship purposes. That is what we have in an informal letter. Let's have a look at this. These are another various types of letter writing. And you have got on one side the formal letter, and on the other side we have got the informal letters. When you look at the formal letters, earlier it said examples of these are application letters, we have got recommendation letters, inquiry letters, and also letters of complaint. This is on one side. These are what we call the formal letters. On the other side, we have got the informal letters. These are the casual letters, friendly, and the personal letter. Since I said today our focus is on formal letter, let's now have a look at the format of an official letter. There's a specific way in which an official letter is written. I'll have to take you step by step. The first step that I'll take you through is the address, the salutation, and the reason. So let's have a start on this. As you start writing a formal letter, you write your address, your personal address. Falls, if this is the page that you are supposed to write your letter on, it falls on the right-hand side of your page. And this is how it is written. The name of your school, post office number, your district, and then you end up with the date. The date is important. Take note of the comma that appears after the name of your school, the box number, and a full stop at your district and the date. This should not miss. On the other side, after finishing writing that, you now write the address of the person to whom you are writing this letter to. And here, for example, I've given an example, the head teacher, Mvara Secondary School, P.O. Box 23, Arua. The difference between this and that of yours is we know that when you write the address there, that is your personal address. And the one that is on the left-hand side of the page, that falls below your own personal address, is the address of the person to whom you are writing. So it's needless to say to, because we know to whom you are writing this letter. Another difference here is there you have got the date that falls under that, but here there is no date. Immediately you go to the salutation. You write dear sir. If you know the sex of the person, if it's a man, a male, you write dear sir. A female, you write dear madam. Take note of this. There are people who are cautious about who you are writing this letter to. And then after that, you have got the reason. Why are you writing this letter? Here we make RE. This is the reason of writing this letter. In this case, we'll have this as application for a vacancy in Senior 5. Then you know that this student has finished O-level or Senior 4 and is applying for a vacancy in Senior 5. You write it in a brief way and you underline it smartly like that. So that is the address as it appears on two sides, the salutation and the reason of writing a letter. Let's go to the introduction paragraph. When you're writing a letter, there are three paragraphs. We have got the first, which is the introduction paragraph, the body of the letter, and the conclusion. We'll start with the introduction. I've given you here a small sample, and I'll tell you what to take into consideration as you're writing this. In the introduction here, as you see, this is what I've written. In reference to the above, I wish to express my intention to join Senior 5 in Mvara Secondary School. I read the advertisement of existing vacancy in the New Vision newspaper dated 15th of June 2018. I finished my ordinary level in a rural secondary school. I am willing to join advanced level. This is what can probably appear in the introductory part of your application letter. There are things that now here you have to take note of. Note that when you are writing this, you create a paragraph. You indent it. Create a paragraph so that someone knows you are beginning this introductory paragraph. Secondly, refer to the reason of application. Thirdly, point your intention of writing that letter. For example, this person is saying, I wish to express my intention to join Senior 5 in Mvara Secondary. That's the intention of this particular person. It's important you do it. And lastly, you should be able to give the source of information. Where did you get this information from? It is very important. In the case of this person, he has said he has got it from the New Vision and also gives the date. The next is now the body of the letter. I also have a part which I have already written down, which is now supposed to be joined to the introduction. I sat my ordinary level examination in the year 2017 and passed in the first division. While in a rural secondary school, I was the assistant head prefect. I also participated in the school's athletics competition, where I was the best in sprinting and in jumps. I also have certificates in the National Debate Championship. I think these talents that I have can be able to lift the name of Mvara Secondary School high if I am admitted. So this is now the body of the letter. Now, what are the things that you have to note when you're writing a letter like this? Note that start also with a paragraph, just like that as I told you earlier on. Give the detail of yourself. Now you are explaining who you are, convincing the person to whom you're writing this letter. Show why you are the best in that particular area that you are writing about. And lastly, give an evidence. So this is what falls in the body of the letter. And lastly, the last part of this is the conclusion. For more details about me, attached are my academic papers and certificates of recognition. I'll be grateful if my application is taken into consideration. Yours faithfully, you sign, put a signature, and then your name falls after that. This is how it is supposed to appear. Then there are also certain things that you really need to note. One, you have to create a paragraph for the conclusion. Show evidence of the claims in the previous paragraph. For example, you said you're good in athletics, Do you have a document? Do you have a paper? These are other claims we are talking of. Then show signs of optimism, that you are hopeful that this letter is going to be taken into consideration. And then, as I said, lastly, you need to sign your letter by first of all writing your signature and writing your name. This is a very simple thing. It's not a hard thing. And let's just have a go over this. As students, I ask you, first of all, what is a letter? Think. What did they say a letter is? Good, I know some of the recommendations are going to come, but these are some of the questions that you need to answer. What are the types of letter writing? Right? And then, are you able to mention the various types of the formal letters? Because we are taking you step by step, today I only want you to write the address, the reason, and the salutation of an official letter. You're not going to write it fully because we're going to develop this letter. Thank you very much. This is the end of our lesson.